Hello everybody and welcome to this Flutter video tutorial. In this video we are going to save data to Firestore or add data to our Firestore. So as you know, we are working on our chat app and this is the fourth video of this series. And if you are new in this series, so please watch other videos also and don't forget to subscribe for other videos. So before starting, I brought some changes. As you can see on the screen, there is an icon inside the text field and also inside the password text field. How we can use icon inside our text field to show the email like this and the password with a lock icon. So what I did here, you can see that previously we used the const which we defined inside the constant. On the screen, as you can see, we have our mtext field decoration, input decoration. There was a hint that we can input string, and newly I added a prefix icon. What a prefix icon is, this is a property inside input decoration. Use the prefix icon and icon widget icon email. We can use this prefix icon inside our text field. So how you can use it? Now I'm going to inside the sign in page. As you can see, I put the name of our const here and put a dot copy with. What a dot copy with is, it take all the other property and we copy that and change the value inside whatever we want. So I use the copy with, I use the property text hint and give it a string as I want. And also I use the prefix icon. As you can see on the screen, I use my own icon, which is email. If you want to use any different icon, then you can change it. And also in other text field, in our password text field, the same process here. Copy with and change the hint property string and also the prefix icon icons dot lock. As you can see on the screen, there is a lock for the password. So guys, the assignment for you is go to sign up page and change this icon on the sign up page. So let's go sign up page, and as you can see, I changed them. How I did that? The same thing I used before for our login screen text fields, the same I used here. Copy with and change the hint text to email and the prefix icon, and the same for the password decoration text field decoration dot copy with the text hint property and the prefix icon property. In the previous lecture, we work on sign in, that we could sign in and go to the chat page. So I brought some changes to the chat page also. Let's sign in with this email address and password. Click to the sign in. As you can see, I changed the text button to the icon button. How I did this? Let's go and see. Here is the button we have here. Instead of text, I use icon button. It has on pressed and also icon property that we can give it an icon. I give an icon named send. As you can see, it appear on the screen. So now how we can save the message which we type here in the text field and click on this icon button and we save to the Firestore. So before doing anything, let's set up our Firestore for saving data in it. So as you can see, I open the console and now we are on authentication page, and also we registered our email. So this time we are going to use the Firestore. How we can use it? Let's click on that. So here is the Firestore. So in here we can click on create database. So we have two steps. Number one is the rule. Which rule do you want to use? We can use the start in protection mode or start in test mode. So now our data is not that much important. So we can use the test mode and click to the next, and we can select cloud Firestore location and click enable. So let's wait, setting up security rule. And so guys, here is our Firestore that we will use it. So before using it, let's go inside our chat app. Inside our chat app, first of all, we should know which user is logging. So how we can get the user? Let's create a method in here. So this is the method that we can get our user. I created a void get current user method and use a final user, name it user, and by the help of our auth.currentUser, we can get our user. Now how to check if the user is not null? If statement user is not equal to null, then create this variable to put the user inside. Let's create it here by typing user and give the name logged in user. Now as you can see, the error has gone. Now we have initialized our logged in user with our current user. If you want to use the UID or the email address .email or UID, we can get that. I just use print this email address that if you did it correctly. So next, let's go inside this button. When we click this button, what should happen? So when we are going to save this message to Firestore, we have to create the instance of Firestore. We are coming up in here, final underscore Firestore is equal to firebase Firestore dot instance. So now let's use the Firestore inside on press of our icon button. So before going to save data to the Firestore, let me show you how the Firestore works. As you can see, we have a collection here. So what is our collection should be? We can add a collection like the collection ID. I'm gonna type it messages because we are gonna save messages and click next. In here we have the auto ID. What field my messages has? It has one email address, which is, we call it sender, and one text that it is the message. So the first one will be the sender is equal to, for now, the email address ali@gmail.com, and add another field, give it the text. The text can be hey. So let's click on auto ID, that it should take the auto ID, and click save. And now you can see that our file store our data in this structure. As you can see, we have the collection and we have the document. Inside our document we have the fields. Our document is the auto ID which we gave, and what is our field is the sender and the text. So in the same format we can save our data into Firestore. So let's go inside our Android Studio and continue our coding. So now on press of our icon button, we can use the instance of Firestore dot. When we give dot, and we can use the collection. What collection takes? It takes our collection name, which we give it message. Make sure that your collection name and this collection name should be the same, and also the fields names, else you will got error. So let's continue by giving our messages, and what our messages has dot, we can use the add. So when we are gonna add something, we use add. What add takes, it takes a map of a string type and also a key of dynamic. So let's use it. So I'm using the curly bracket here and giving the semicolon at the end. We can put our first key by the name of sender. The sender will be our email address who logins, the person who's login. So the email should be inside our logged in user. So we can use it here. Logged in user. And the next one will be the key text. What the text should be, so surely we can say that our text field, which is here, we can give it the value of our text field here, which is message text. So now it is done. So now this code should save our data from this text field to our Firestore. So let's test it by typing something inside our text field. So I entered hello everyone, and let's click on this send button. So when I click this, I got an error called getter email was called on null. Actually, we have to initialize init state and call this get method inside to initialize the email inside our logged in user. So first I'm gonna call init stat and then call the get current user. After that I'm gonna save it. So guys, let's rerun our app. Now I am gonna log in with my email address and giving the password 123456 and sign in. And now we are on our chat app, and also we have printed the email which is logged in, so it means it is working perfect. And now let's try our message if it could save the message inside our file store. Hello everyone, and let's click to the send button. Now we cannot see anything here. Let's go to the Firebase Firestore and let's refresh it. We expect our data. Now as you can see, we have two keys. When I click to the first one, which is our message with hello everyone, so it means we correctly did everything and we save our message to the Firebase Firestore. Let's go back and let's log out it and log in with another user. So we don't have any other user. Let's sign up. In here I'm gonna type abc@gmail.com and 123456 is the password, and let's register. Now our email is registered, abc, and the password 123456, and sign in. And now we sign in with abc email address, and now let's type a message, hello guys, and let's click on save again, send again, and go back inside the Firestore. And now we can see that we have our message here. So as you can see that we have the email address, which is abc@gmail.com, and our message, hello guys. It means that we have correctly did everything, and we saved the data or our messages to the Firebase Firestore. I use one thing more in our project. I add this model progress HUD. What this model progress HUD does for us, as you can see on the demo here, it is actually creating for us the circular progress bar here, that when we click login or register, we have to wait for a second. On that time, the circular progress bar is showing itself. How we can use it? So let's go and implement that. You can copy this from here and go back to the Android Studio, go to the pubspec.yaml file and paste it right here, and click to the pub.get to install the package. After you install, where we use that in our sign in when we are going to sign in. So when we click on sign in button, till that time, when the Firebase check our data if it is correct, on that time the progress HUD will show. So what I did, I wrap all the center with a model progress HUD. What property it has? It has a required property in sync call. We can give it a boolean type variable. So I created this variable show indicator in here. Bool show indicator is equal to false. So by default it is false. In the child center of this progress HUD, let's go inside our sign in button. When we click sign in, I add the show indicator and initialize with true value. As you know, the Flutter is reactive, so I used the show indicator inside the set stat. So when we press this button, it will show the progress bar, and after that, when we are authenticated, then somewhere it should be again false, and again I use the set stat and put the show indicator is equal to false. So as you can see, it is added after this process will done, and then it will be false. So let's see how it works. I'm going to sign out from here, and when I click on this sign in button now, we should see the progress bar here, and now you can see that this is the progress HUD which is showed, and after when we came to the chat page, then it will get the value false and disappeared. So don't forget to use it for the registration also, and this is your assignment. And now if you did it, let's see how we did on the sign up or registration page. In here also we wrap our center widget in the body with the model progress HUD and give it the required property of in-sync call, and give the same show indicator which is defined here as a boolean. In the child of this progress HUD, we give the center widget, and when we click to the register button from here, this is the register button, then it will start showing, and again we use the set state. After the registration is complete, then again I make it is equal to false inside the set state. So this is it. So guys, now you know how to save data to the Firebase Firestore. Also we learn the progress HUD, and also as you can see that we learn about how to bring these icons inside our text field. So guys, thank you for watching till here, and also don't forget next video, it will be a very helpful video, because this process of saving data into Firebase was the method that we didn't use in the future, but there is an efficient way of saving data and retrieving back our messages to share it for the user. I will see you guys on the next video.